What's up, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're talking about Khabib's team and why they keep winning. But first, make sure to leave a like on the video to help support the channel. Khabib Nurmagomedov has one of the best fighting teams ever seen in UFC. He says his fighters work really hard. They want to be champions, not just fighters. They train, eat, sleep, and do it all again. Khabib said, "That's why they're the best, because we push limits. We're not here to just compete. I just want everybody to become champions, to take all the belts. If you want to become the best, you have to train like the best fighters. You don't have a choice. When we have so many facilities and so many good opportunities, we just need to train, eat, sleep, repeat." He's really happy about his team. He has the #1 fighter in the PFL with Usman. He also has the #1 fighter in the UFC with Islam. Khabib said, "Usman is the best pound-for-pound fighter in the PFL, and we have the best pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC. From one team, two guys who grew up with me. It honestly makes me proud. We're the best team in the world in such a unique and young sport, which is growing every year. We're the best, one of the best in the world, and it makes me very happy." Khabib had to make a hard choice recently about which fighter to help more. The Nurmagomedov family has been busy in 2026. Khabib said he spent more time helping his cousin Usman than Umar. Umar fought at UFC 324 last weekend and won against Davison Figueiredo. His brother Usman is getting ready to fight for the PFL lightweight title against Alfie Davis on February 7th. Red Corner MMA talked to Khabib. He coaches both fighters. He told them why he focused more on Usman. "Honestly, it wasn't easy for me. It was different preparations since Usman was fighting in a different part of the planet, different part of the world. Usman was fighting in Dubai and Umar was fighting in Las Vegas. I stayed more focused on Usman because we made the decision with Coach Javier that Usman's opponent was going to be tougher than Umar's opponent, then Davison Figueiredo. Alfie Davis was going to be more tough, and that's why we fully focused on Usman. But Umar was preparing in Las Vegas 1 month before the fight with Ali Abdelaziz and our other brothers and good sparring partners." Khabib even said Umar's fight was easier than some of his practice fights. So it looks like Khabib made the right choice to help Usman more. This shows how smart this team is about planning. Now let's talk about some big problems in the MMA world. We've been talking about UFC fighter Aaron Tao and his weigh-in problem. Yesterday, we showed you pictures that looked like he was using the curtains to help him weigh less. He also had his heels off the scale. Lots of fans said Tao should be kicked out of the UFC. During UFC 325, we got news. John Gooden said the fight will probably happen later. This made a lot of MMA fans really mad. They're upset the UFC is letting someone who tried to cheat fight again. People were saying things like, "Give him another chance at being a cheat. Great look for the UFC," and "biggest pile of garbage I've ever seen. Tao doesn't deserve after that blatant attempt to cheat the scale. That should have been an immediate forfeit." One fan wrote, "As much as I love to see this fight absolutely pathetic by the UFC, Pat Bayar should be awarded the win and signed by the UFC. Tao missed weight and tried to blatantly cheat and now gets a second opportunity." Another person said, "I don't know if they want Tao in the UFC all good, but this is unfair to Pat Bayar. Sign Pat Bayar and make Tao go through another year of road to UFC. This proves the UFC has zero merit left. Actively attempts to cheat the scales and is rewarded by getting rebooked. Pathetic." Some fans are talking about Mick Maynard privilege. They're saying he's the one who gets these guys in that area. Tao already had an opportunity at Dana White's Contender Series and lost. Now he missed weight and cheated and gets another opportunity. Mick Maynard privilege. What do you think? Should Tao be kicked out? Let us know in the comments. Now, some sad news from UFC 325. Mauricio Ruffi won big at UFC 325, but he had a lot of bad things happen before the fight. Ruffi fought Rafael Fiziev. This was his first fight since he lost to Benoit Saint Denis in September. Ruffi won the fight in round 2. After the fight, Ruffi said something very sad. He told everyone his brother died. "I just want to say to everyone, my brother used to watch me fight. He was right here. I used to see him here in the crowd with me. He took his own life. Don't do this." Later, he said more bad things happened before the fight. "A few days ago, my brother passed away, so I was very emotional with this. A few weeks, I got influenza. And today in the morning on his diet, I had so much pain in my back, I almost can't move, can't walk. So I know that God is helping me today. So I'm super happy." Fiziev talked to his fans after he lost. "What do I want to say? There's nothing to say. We got hit with a really solid stick. Technical knockout. My head got smashed up pretty bad. But what can I do? I'm living the life I had the courage to live. Yes, I had the courage for it. And every single one of us has the courage to live this life we're living." Fiziev has lost 4 of his last 5 fights. He might need to take a break from fighting for a while. Let's talk about the featherweight division. Alexander Volkanovski keeps showing everyone he's the best featherweight fighter ever. after UFC 325. Daniel Cormier says Volk is definitely the GOAT. DC watched the fight and made a video about it on his YouTube channel. He really liked how Volk fought. Nobody wants to fight Movsar. Nobody wants to fight Lerone. Volk is like, well, if they're next, that's who I'm fighting. He's not trying to pick fights. He's not trying to get the easiest path. He just wants to fight those guys. And I'm telling you, he's the greatest featherweight of all time. I know we love Jose Aldo. I know we love Max Holloway. But he just won his 8th UFC featherweight title fight. 4 of those victories are against Holloway and Aldo, the 2 other guys considered the greatest featherweights of all time. It was Volkanovski's night. He's the best in the world, man. And he's as good as they come. The guy is tremendous, and I really don't see him slowing down anytime soon. Even people who love Aldo and Holloway have to agree. It's getting hard to say they're better than Volk. Max was a great champion, but Volk beat him 3 times, and Max is 3 years younger. Aldo didn't lose for about 10 years. People thought he was one of the best fighters ever, but he lost twice to Holloway in 2017, and he was still really good back then. Tom Aspinall also talked about the fight on his YouTube channel. He said it was Volk's best fight ever. Really enjoyed that card, especially the last fight. Volk. Vintage Volk is, you know what? I can't even say vintage. I think he's getting better. I think that's probably his best performance ever. So big shout out to Volk. An excellent card. Lopez lost to Volkanovski on Saturday. He said this on social media. No excuses. You're the great Alex Volkanovski for a reason. Thanks for the fight. We told you yesterday that Lopez thought he broke both feet. He posted a picture from the hospital. Well, Lopez gave everyone a new update. He put a video on Instagram. Everything is fine. The initial diagnosis at Arena was that I might have broken both feet. We went to the hospital. They ran tests and everything was fine. Just some fractures in both feet, but surgery isn't necessary. I'll be using boots and crutches for a few weeks. Now let's see how Paddy Pimblett is doing. After UFC 324, pictures showed Paddy's face looked really bad. Justin Gaethje hit him 200 times in the fight. Paddy lost the fight. 1 week later, Paddy is looking better. Well, kind of. He made a video on his YouTube yesterday about UFC 325. In the video, he showed his face. The bruises look much better than before. You know, everyone thought me face was a mess. Listen, I'm only a week out from the fight. Me face is sound. Got a little bit of bruising. The only thing what's wrong with me is me eyeballs off fingernails scratching me eyeballs. But you know, we get on with it. I did say before the fight, I want to make his face look different. For a couple of days, he made my face look different. I had big shiners. There's nothing wrong with me. The only thing what's up with me is like probably got a scratch cornea or something like that. Hopefully, we can run it back in the future because there's a couple of things in that fight where piss me off. Good news, Paddy's eyes aren't as bad as Tom Aspinall's were. Paddy also said he wants Justin Gaethje to win the title. Then they can fight again. I did say before the fight, I want the best version of Justin Gaethje and that Justin Gaethje turned up. So, hats off to him. I hope he wins the undisputed title off Ilya, and hopefully, we can run it back, even though I don't think he's got too many fights left. Paddy knows the rematch might not happen. I just hope that in the future, he can step up and have a rematch with me. I know he's on the end of his career, so if he does end up just fighting Elia and then fighting Max or something and retiring, it's one of them. Who will Paddy fight next? Before UFC 324, he and Dan Hooker talked a lot of trash to each other. They said they would fight if they saw each other. When Paddy watched UFC 325 on Saturday, he made fun of Hooker. He said Hooker quit during his fight. First half of this round, Dan's grappling doesn't actually look too bad. He must have took what I said to heart. It could be Hooker next if it carries on like this. He split him open too. Yeah, he's quitting there. Dan BSD gets the finish. Nice to see Dan get TKO'd after the talk he was chatting. Do you think Paddy should fight Dan Hooker? Let us know below. Now, let's look at some other news. Oban Elliott lost at UFC 325. Jonathan Mearshare choked him out in round 2. After the fight, Elliott went on Instagram. He told everyone about his injuries. What can I say? Literally having the performance of my career on the biggest stage until I get hit with something that blinds me. I rushed in to close the distance to try and buy time to get my vision back, and before I know it, I'm waking up in the octagon. CT scans at the hospital came back with a broken orbital wall and floor in my left eye. Cannot believe it. Alex Perez won his fight last Saturday. He knocked out Charles Johnson. Tim Elliott saw this and wants to fight Perez now. Tim wrote this on X. I have never not even once got a fight in the UFC that I have asked for personally. My back has been in the UFC for a long time. This is me asking for a fight with Alex Perez. I know we're both managed by the same company. I know I'm not the guy, but come on. This fight makes sense. Elliott is ranked number 9. Perez is ranked number 10. Karen Bryant has been a UFC broadcaster for a long time. People wanted to know if she would be on Paramount Plus. She said no. She won't be doing UFC anymore. Hey, KB here, and I just want to let you guys know that after 14 years, my time at the UFC desk is over. I am not moving forward with them in the Paramount era, but I had an incredible time over the last 14 years. I have gotten to see and do some incredible things. I do want to thank the people that I work with who work so hard to put the shows on. I always want to thank the crew who gets there before we do and stays after. And all they do is work hard to make us look good. So I really do appreciate you guys. Dana White talked about Oscar De La Hoya last night. He was at a Zuffa boxing event. Nina Drama asked him questions. Dana said Oscar needs to get back on OnlyFans because he owes $23 million in rent. I mean, these guys like Eddie, and I mean Oscar. Oscar's on a sinking ship and will not shut the fuck up. This guy it's fascinating. He's going to have to throw the panties and stockings back on and get on OnlyFans to start paying his rent. My boy's running out of money. The ship is sinking very fast and he's all the way down. That what you wanted? Is that what you wanted, everybody? There you go. That about wraps it up. Get the panties and fishnets back on. Jump on OnlyFans and pay that $23 million in rent. Yo, buddy, I'm talking. Dana always says crazy stuff. The promotion wars never stop. That's it for today's video. What do you think about Khabib's team? Do you think anyone can beat them in the next few years? Tell us what you think in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a video. We'll see you all tomorrow.